I spent $16,000 on Evolving Skies booster box case, and today's video I'll be explaining why. But before I do it, let me show you it. Alright, so here is the beast. It's sweet as. It's a first print Evolving Skies case. Now, this thing is heavy as hell, and I don't really want to touch it because it's worth like a freaking used car. So I'm just going to put it over here, and let me discuss why I bought it and why you might consider buying some Evolving Skies. Now, before we start this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. If I'm being real for a minute, every single time I wake up, the first thing I do is check my subscribers and check comments and stuff. Every single time I get a really nice comment, honestly, it means the world. Like, it is really, really nice. You guys, I'm actually blown away. I thought this community was really shitty. I guess I just came across a couple really mean people, but wow, you guys are really, really nice. So thank you guys so much for the support. Anyways, let's begin. Now, I'm going to list some key points on why I bought this case, so stay tuned till the end of the video. Alright, so first of all, how much I paid for it. I paid 16k AUD for it. It is a first print case, so a first print case had easier ports, meaning that there's a higher demand for it. I would estimate there's probably no more than 300 first print cases that exist anymore, so there's a pretty big premium for those. But just Evolving Skies in general, why did I spend such a large fortune on it? I could have bought stocks, I could have bought Bitcoin, I could have bought other Pokemon, I could have bought gold, but I chose Evolving Skies, and there's a very good reason. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the singles. So the singles are really, really good, but not only that, the good part about singles is that there are no specific Pokemon that make the set, right? It has Rayquaza, it has Dragonite, it has Eeveelutions, it has that variety, right? The problem about a lot of sets is you'll have a Charizard set or a Gengar set, and those tend to do, maybe they do well, like, you know, Flash Fire or Fusion Strike, but take a look at sets. Actually, we'll use Fusion Strike as an example. Take Fusion Strike, for example, right? There is a Mew, there is an Espeon, there is a Gengar. It has all these different Pokemon. I see a correlation where when a set is very orientated on a specific Pokemon or a specific type, people generally don't really seem to like it as much as sets with variety. Take a look at a set like Team Up or Cosmic Eclipse. Every single card is different. You've got trainers, then you've got Blastoise in a different card, and then you've got Latias and Latias, and then you've got Magikarp and Wailord. And the thing is, this has so much variety, so you're hitting all these fan favorites in this one set. Now, Evolving Skies does this to the maximum. The reason is because Evolving Skies has both VMAXs but also V All Arts, so they get popular Pokemon and crank it to the max. Now, there are almost no sets in all of Pokemon that not only have popular Pokemon, but they also have two types, being a V and a VMAX, right? So, Gengar, there's no Gengar V All Art. Lugia from Silver Tempest, there's no Lugia VMAX All Art, right? And you look at older eras and they just generally do one card and that's it. They don't make multiple of it. So, Evolving Skies is literally everything a good set has, cranked to the maximum. Now, the thing about Evolving Skies, that thing that I really like about it, is that it was $600 a booster box in the most depressing, sad, dead market, right? When that box was $600, oh my goodness, it was so dead. You couldn't make $10 on a box. You couldn't sell anything for the life of you. Unless you were selling at 60%, forget it, it wouldn't sell. Now, this box is doing phenomenal, say 4 years from now, right? I truly believe Evolving Skies is going to be the best modern era set. I believe it will surpass every single Black and White set, every single Sun and Moon set. I believe it will surpass every single set except for like those really vintage ones like the Oxus, right? I believe it's going to be a $20,000 booster box each. Now, this is my argument towards why. Please have an open mind when I say this, right? Please don't just shut me down because you see that someone's making this bold claim, right? I actually have some key points to it. First of all, it is the only set that gets a tremendous amount of views on social media. When you open up Evolving Skies, everybody swarms to watch. Not only that, Evolving Skies is used as a hashtag on social media a lot of the time. Even if the video isn't even about Evolving Skies, people use that because they know when they put hashtag Evolving Skies, a ton of people flock to the video and it gets hit in the algorithm, even if it has nothing to do with Evolving Skies. On top of that, a lot of YouTubers will always make videos on Evolving Skies. Take Poker, for example. He sees Evolving Skies as a cash cow. Every single time it moves up by 20%, he always makes a video on it. Oh, Evolving Skies is this expensive. All these people swarm to watch it. He opens up a box, pulls jack shit, gets nothing, and then he moves on. The difference is, the thing about Evolving Skies is it is a cash cow for everybody. For card shops, selling Evolving Skies flies off the shelf. Whatnot streamers, selling Evolving Skies on stream sells out within minutes. Stores listing it on their website. Listing on their website gets traction to their website and they sell immediately. Streamers get so many views whenever they have Evolving Skies. It has a whole fan base dedicated to this one set, and there are so many people out there who are sinking thousands of dollars just to pull that chase. Now, of course, people could buy the Moonbrown, they could buy the Rayquaza, but a lot of people want to pull it themselves. And the thing is, people are still opening up this set like no tomorrow. Now, a couple of years ago, I thought to myself, Evolving Skies is a great set, but I don't see people opening up when it's $50 a pack, right? I was wrong. I was just dead ass wrong. I thought people would buy it. I thought it would go up, sure. I'm sure we all did. I'm not exactly a genius for saying that. But I did not think people were going to open up at $50 a pack, and I was freaking wrong. People are still opening it up. Every day people are uploading videos of Evolving Skies openings. Whenever people are low on views, mention Evolving Skies. I feel like the Pokemon community just revolves around Evolving Skies. Every single time the Moon Kitty does something, it surfaces across every corner of the internet. Every single time Evolving Skies jumps up, it just surfaces everywhere. Did you know that Astral Radiance is now $650 AUD a box? I didn't. Well, I mean, I did because I've sold tons at that price, but it is that price. But you probably didn't know that because no one talks about that. Yes, it doubled in price, but no one is talking about it. People are talking about Evolving Skies. Now, the thing is, this type of aura doesn't rub off. It doesn't lose that. You need to understand that most people who got into the hobby, and then Evolving Skies was like the first banger set. So for most people, this is so ingrained into their brain, they're never going to lose that. 1 year from now, people are going to be searching up, oh, I wonder how much Evolving Skies is going for. Like, it's just going to be this thing. No one checks what the price of Burning Shadows booster boxes are, or Unbroken Bonds. Evolving Skies is one of the most searched terms whenever it comes to looking at anything shopping Pokemon wise. Now, I sell Pokemon for a living, right? I sell a couple of things. I sell accessories, binders, and I used to sell singles. I don't do it anymore. I do sell a little bit of seals, not that much, but I do. What is the most inquired set I get? Whoa, do you have any Evolving Skies in stock? People cannot get enough of this. Not only people cannot get enough of this, it is incredibly liquid even at $3,000. Let's just say you're in a bit of a tricky situation, your car broke down and you need payments right away. You need payments within an hour or 2 hours. Go ahead and list Paldea Evolved. It'll take a couple hours to reach the algorithm. Maybe someone buys it after 2 days or 3 days. Okay, list Fusion Strike. Same thing. List Evolving Skies and that thing sells within hours. Not only sells within hours, you can sell it at the whole of market price. In fact, no one does buyouts on Evolving Skies. You can't get Evolving Skies under market. The only way you can get Evolving Skies under market is by buying it at the current market price and just hoping it goes up. Like, that's literally the only way. No one sells it under market price. And the reason for that is it moves so quickly. So my mate inquired me and he said, hey, I've got a sealed first print box for you. Do you want it? Yes. If so, $16K. I said, all right, I'll take it. Now, I said to him, just give me a minute. I said, give me a couple days. I need to sell my 2 Evolving Skies loose booster boxes. I'm just going to flick them off so I can just ease the bank account when I buy this. It sold within an hour. I listed them at 2.6K on Facebook. This guy messaged me within like minutes. And he was like, yeah, I'll take them both. What's your pay ID? I was like, what? And then all these people saw, I kid you not, within an hour, I had like 20 people messaging me. Like, I get more messages when I listen to Evolving Skies Booster Box than when it's my birthday. Like, that's crazy. So the thing is that set of volume doesn't come from a shit set. And not only that, this set is the only set that doesn't actually have little bursts and then ticks up, right? So every other set will stagnate and then it will go up. So say Paldea Evolved, right? Paldea Evolved recently jumped in AUD prices. It jumped from $350 to $450 in about a week. It just, jumped. Okay, cool. Evolving Skies doesn't roll that way. Evolving Skies runs on its own terms. So what Evolving Skies does is it just ticks up. As simple as that. It just ticks up. If you look at the chart for Paldea Evolved, if you look at the chart for Fusion Strike, you'll look at a flat line and then boom. And then a flat line and then boom. And then a flat line and then boom. You look at Evolving Skies charts, I'm just going to put them on the screen so you can see them, it just goes up. Now, of course, you're going to see a little bit of bursts, but the difference is Evolving Skies just ticks up. You need to understand that I sold that booster box for 2.6K about 2-ish weeks ago, right? That's cheap now. 2.6K is considered cheap. If you want to sell it, you can get 2.8 on Facebook just like that. In fact, they're almost 3K on Facebook. Come 2 months, I wouldn't be surprised if they're selling for 3.5 on eBay. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't see why not. The supply of it is rapidly shrinking. Now, specifically first print cases are just doing phenomenal. Run recently sold for 23.5K. I bought this for 16K. I'm up 7K on it. That is really, really good numbers. And I wouldn't be surprised, by the end of the year, I'll be up from 7K to, say, 15K. And then the next year, I'll be up 20K. And then 25. And then 30. And then 35. And the thing is, this is the thing that no one talks about, is that this is the only set that has that level of appreciation, right? No set can really do those numbers. And when I say can really do those numbers, I mean this set moves so quickly. So make your decision. If you want to buy blisters, if you want to buy booster boxes, if you want to buy something like that, go ahead. But I would just beg you to buy something. Please buy something. You do not want to miss Evolving Skies. So team up blisters go for about the $200 range. I think it's like $200 to $300. Actually, I think it's more like $300 now for a team up blister, right? Those used to be $70 like a year ago. Now they're almost $300. I'm not saying Evolving Skies will do the same thing, but what happens when Evolving Skies are $300 a blister? You could have bought them when they were $20. You ignored that. Could have bought them when they were $30. Ignored that. Now they're $50. Make your decision. Now this video is getting a little long and I want to close it with one point. You may think to yourself, you're too late on it. And I want to tell you you're not. I want to tell you a quick story. I'm going to make this quick because you guys are probably already clicking off. So I got to go. I want a good retention on this video. So I got to make this quick. Okay, I wanted to buy a Team Up booster box for the longest time. It was 3K AUD. It was available indefinitely, right? You could just buy as many as you wanted for 3K. Then eventually when I had the finances and I could do that, I could pull the trigger, it jumped up to 3.5K. So I had about, a 20% jump, something like that, right? Now, when this happened, I thought to myself, wow, I'm too late. I missed the boat for Team Up. Skip not even a year later, it's a $10,000 booster box. So I just took the piss completely. I made the mistake once, I'm not making it again. Evolving Skies jumped from 1K to 3K in about, 8 months? Okay, I can either take the piss and go, oh, I missed the boat. Or I can buy it and lock in my position, and then once it goes to $60,000 a booster case, let's be real for a second, right? If I paid 16K for this, someone else paid 10K, so we had the identical item, but I'm 6K more in the hole, right? When it goes for 60K a case, does it matter? Do you think, in the grand scheme of things, that 6K actually matters? Do you really think so? Because at the end of the day, we're both sitting on 60K of inventory. Sure, I paid 6K more, but let's be real for a second. Do we all agree Evolving Skies will be 10K a box? I think it will. I think it's pretty obvious it will. I think it'll do it a lot quicker than people will think it will. I don't think it'll happen tomorrow. Of course, it'll take years, but it will happen. And I feel like it'll happen a lot sooner than people realize. And people are going to say the same thing that they always do. They're going to bitch and moan. They're going to be negative. They're going to be loopy. Oh, I could have bought it for this much. Oh, I had so many boxes. I had so many blisters. This is your wake-up call. That's the thing. You can make a decision now or you can bitch and moan later. It's your choice. Make a decision.